Hi, this is Shreya from Startup Story, and now we have with us Parvez Alam, who is from the Crescent Innovation Incubation Council in Chennai, and here he is attending the ISBA Con, and we're going to have a chat with him. So,
hi Shreya.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, sir, why are you here visiting the ISBA Con? What motivates you to be here?
So ISBA Con is like a conglomerate of 300 incubators coming across the country at one go. So this is where it happens once in a year. This is where we actually meet our friends and fellow incubator CEOs. And not only that, we share our best practices. So this is where a lot of knowledge exchange happens and peer learning happens. So that's why I'm attending this time.
That's amazing. So this is a space for connections, it's for knowledge sharing and meeting all the startup owners and meeting your fellow incubators and just having fun too. I've heard someone say that they're here just to like have fun and make connections.
Yeah, that's over the party.
Yeah, absolutely. So what kind of resources are you bringing and which sectors are you involved in presently?
Yeah. So basically we say 5 M's. That's all our mantra for startup success. So the first M is mentoring, and second M is money. The third M is market, and fourth M is machineries. That is primarily lab support. And fifth is what we call more value-added services. That is primarily the supporting for intellectual property and supporting for finances and so many other value-added services. So these 5 M's is what we offer. Somebody come with idea, we give this 5 M's. And of course, we every time we say on a lighter note, everyone wanted only 1 M, which is money, right? So of course, we do that money support. We have, through government funding, we invested 15 crore in a startup, and we have together raised 260 crores for our from the private angels and VCs, our startup. And we are 5 years old, and we are one of the top performing incubator in the country. Yeah, so that's what we do. And on the sector side, there are 4 sectors we work. One is life science, another is industry 4.0, which talks about AI, ML and everything, blockchain, cybersecurity. But life science covers everything from agri-tech to biotech, healthcare, and so on. And for the third sector, which we focus is mobility, which is primarily an electric vehicle mobility and so on. And fourth one is defense. So these are the 4 sectors we focus, and we are supported and funded by 10 ministries, 8 union ministry and 2 state ministries. So they have given us mandate to focus on some of the sectors. So that's why we are following this.
One, it's beautiful that you've emphasized on it's not only money that's important, but there's mentorship, and there are many things that go on.
And so on, yeah.
Everything that makes for a startup to become successful.
So I wanted to talk about our next week, what we call Mega Demo Day. That's our 4th edition. Now we are doing it. So we have 130 startups incubated currently with us. So all of them exhibit their products. And we also have 60 startups curated. 50 plus investors are coming. So they have one-on-one closed room sessions. There are 10 different parallel rooms where they can go and make their pitches. And of course, we have invited 100 plus industry veterans. So they will give that market connections. Primarily, they want to be the first customer for our startup. So the customers are visiting, investors are visiting. So that will be a big show.
Right. See, they have like a very big event coming up, and you shouldn't miss it if you're in any of these industries.
Yeah.
Specific to these industries.
Yeah. So, of course, we don't, we have few edtech startups, so we don't kick them out. But, of course, there are a few startups coming up with fintech and so on. But these are the 4 verticals. We have a center of excellence as also, where, as I say, the 4th machineries, right? The lab support we will give. And the Honorable Minister for MSME, who is in charge of the startups, and Honorable Minister for IT, they are actually the chief guests for this event. Yeah.
Oh, please share us the details of where this event is.
Yeah. So this event is happening in CIIC campus in Vandalur. Actually, we have 4 campuses. We have one Vandalur campus, one city campus, and one in Bangalore, one in Madurai. But this event is happening in our headquarters, which is Vandalur, which is just the outskirts of the Chennai. It's part of the Chengalpattu district. Yeah.
Awesome. So everyone who's interested in connecting with the Crescent Innovation Incubation Council and with connecting with all the startups and investors, please do go to the event which is held next week in Vandalur.
Yeah.
Also, so what do you think is the most necessary mindset for people in the startup world? What is required for them? How do they find the right mentor or the right incubation center?
So I come from a corporate background. I was a CEO of former CEO of UCall Group, where I started my career in R&D. When we do the product development, first we go to the market and then do a market survey. Then we call benchmark survey, which is what other competitors are doing. And this too goes as input for any product development, right? So in the sense, we know what is the customer is wanted and what our competitors are doing. Then only we start doing our own product. But in startup world, it's otherwise vice versa. They are like Archimedes Eureka. They invent something and then they come and say, hey, this is a great product next to Uber of the world, and then please buy it, right? So what I see is that what is lacking, since I come from corporate background, in the startup, the culture is they are not going as a customer acquisition. So they are not designing a product for the customer. So in India, statistics says 50% of the startup fail because they couldn't capture the market, and 30% fail because of the fund, and 20% fail because of the co-founder problem. So the topmost problem is reaching the market. For that, actually, the startup has to take a different approach. Whereas the current approach, majority of the startups, because they are techie in nature, they invent something and they say that I need a customer. So many times they come and beat the chest and saying that, find a customer for us, right? So I think that's what I feel that need to be improved.
Absolutely, product market fit is the most important thing for startups to succeed and grow big. And as well as that, thank you for mentioning that and making it clear. Please do enough research and create your product. What is it called? The prototype before you launch it, and talk to customers.
Proof of concept, yeah. Prototype of concept, yeah.
That's amazing. And what with respect to the mindset or finding mentorship, how do they know they have the right incubation center? Because not everyone is a fit for everyone.
Yeah. So one good thing happened is now there are a lot of incubation centers in the country now. And I would say that now technically or legally, we never stop the startup to have incubated only one incubator. They can choose anybody. But the thing is that each and every incubator has a different value addition. So somebody will support market. For example, in our case, we focus more on market and money, and especially international marketing support. For example, we took startups to delegation to Dubai and connect to international. In fact, one of our startup has established his company in the Middle East. So we have a strong Middle East connections. So we also have a very good US. So going beyond India also we help. So like that, some incubator has their own USP, unique offerings, which the startup has to study in detail and then approach that incubator.
So do your research and then go in and have a conversation and then
understand what they are giving so that you can ask what you want.
That's beautiful advice. Thank you so much for conversing with us and telling. So if anyone wants to be a part of Crescent Innovation Incubation Council, how do they apply and how do they get in?
Yeah, so we have a technical committee which will review the pitch deck. So they have to email it to us. So they can go to the website and then send an email and reach one of our team members. And then we have a committee which will evaluate, and then they will take it from there.
Can you please tell us the email, the website, URL? Or
It is CIIC.ventures, or you can email it to me, ED. I'm Executive Director. So ED@CIIC.ventures. Yeah.
You heard it. Just don't waste your time. Go apply for it and try to get in contact with sir and get all your funds and grow big. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We have created 1,400 jobs through our 130 startups so far, and contributed to almost 500 crores on the GDP economy. So we are more here to support our nation's, our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of 5 trillion economy. and as our state chief ministers have 1 trillion economy vision. So we are working hardly to build our country's economy as well as employment.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. And for the nation to move forward, it's so much necessary that we have more startups coming up. We need more entrepreneurs coming up, creating these jobs. And thank you for supporting that goal and moving our nation forward.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the startup story. Yeah, we are looking forward to host you also in our demo day. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.